Hi, thank you for joining us. So my name is Dr. Besso, and I'm with a lovely couple, Crystal and Bob. Crystal has been a patient for several months, and I know you were struggling, when you first came in. So just tell us a little bit about what you're feeling, what you're dealing with, and possibly what types of things you had done prior to coming into the Besso Clinic.
Well, about 3.5 years ago, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and myofascial pain syndrome. I had to go to lots of specialists, and pain management was the last option that the doctors came to for me. I had to go through lots of trigger point injections to help with the pain. I was put on lots of medications. Through the medications, I found that I would be losing a lot of my memories of my children when they were babies. It was really bothering me. I was losing the will to live. I became depressed because I was in so much pain that I couldn't be with my family. I couldn't relax and just enjoy a movie with them. Walking a grocery store, I'd be crying the entire time in pain. Just to even clean my house, I was in so much pain. I couldn't do any chores around the house. And taking care of my kids, I couldn't even work. I had to close down my in-home childcare because of all the pain I was in.
Oh, wow. And Bob, can you share, I know you wanted to, which we've actually never done this before, I don't think, had a spouse come want to share. So I guess we'll get to maybe you could just maybe a combination of, how your family life was affected, and then maybe if you wanted to get into sharing a little bit of how things have changed since coming in to see us.
Okay, so yeah, everything that she described is accurate. Her pain was to the point where, like, if you just was to lightly touch her, like even with, say, a Kleenex, she would jump or be in pain. So, like, that's how sensitive she really was. And it did get to the point where she had, for several months, she had pretty much completely isolated herself. She'd come out once in a while, but she mostly stayed in the bedroom. Didn't want to do anything with anybody. And so, yeah, all that housework, all that running out, all that dealing with the children, is stuff that I was handling, because she just had no desire to, or no ability.
Right.
She probably had the desire, but no ability to get out of bed and do
Sure.
anything. Yeah.
And so so you've done pretty well since coming in, so share how things have changed and since starting care.
Since I walked in I heard about Dr. Besso through a friend of mine. She came in and she told me about Dr. Besso. She said, all you gotta do is go check him out. And I said, okay, what more do I have to lose? I've been to so many doctors. So I came into the Besso clinic, and I explained my situation to the receptionist, and I said, hi, I have fibromyalgia. I'm highly medicated. Can you help me? And she's like, yes, we can. And so I got to set up a consultation with you, and I got to go through everything that I had been through with you. And that day of my first adjustment, I'll never forget it, because right before you adjusted me, I was complaining with hip pain. And my doctor, my pain doctor, if I would have complained just the touch of pain, he would have either knocked me out and injected me with cortisone, or he would have given me more trigger point injections. I was tired of needles. And so that adjustment immediately took away that hip pain, and I looked at my husband like, this is not in my head. That pain is gone in my hip. And I was weirded out. I'm like looking at him like, Bob.
Because we were adjusting up here, right? We were correcting the neck problem.
Yeah, and I looked at him, I'm like, the hip pain is gone. And he's like, looking at me weird, and I'm looking at him weird. I'm like, I'm weirded out because it was like an instant pain relief.
Mhm.
And I'm like, and then we talked, and I said, I have to go to Dr. Besso. I believe he's going to take away all my pain.
And yeah, so how has that helped or changed things for y'all?
Well, it's definitely changed things. I came here, as a skeptic because, you're just one in a long line of people that we've been seeing over the years that was producing absolutely zero results. And actually, the first thing that, as soon as she said that she had this relief and was kind of beside herself was how well she was feeling, actually the first thing I did was I was actually pretty upset that it had taken this long and seen so many people to finally come down to what the gist of the problem is and hope for a solution. So so things changed dramatically. So Crystal here, wasn't Crystal for at least 2 years. And so now it's she's completely back to normal. And when I say completely, I mean completely back to normal. She shows no signs of any residual pain, and she's back to doing all the things that she used to do
Plus
throughout
more.
throughout the early years of our marriage and the young years with our children. Yeah,
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is awesome. Well, I'm so blessed to be able to help you. So thank you both for sharing. And like we talked about, this is going to encourage others that that don't have hope, and at least to come get checked, right? And then we can see if we think we might be able to help them too. So that's
Dr.
awesome.
Besso did save my life.
Well, thank you.